We're at Feld Restaurant located in Ukrainian Village. You've only been open for less than a year, and this is Jake Potashnik. He is the owner and chef here. So nice of you to have us here today.
Thank you for coming.
I love that I'm here because, like I said, you've been open under a year. You guys have an unusual twist to what you do. Tell everybody, you're not farm to table, you're relationship to table. What does that mean?
So we use the term relationship to table, and it means every product you get here, everything we serve, comes from somebody we know directly, somebody we have visited, somebody we truly have a relationship with, a farmer, a fisherman, a producer. And also, farm to table implies extreme locality. Relationship to table, I think, implies the persons.
Also, your plates, and I noticed that as soon as I walked in. Tell me about these, because they have a special story as well.
Yeah, so we worked with 6 different ceramicists to do all of the plateware for the restaurant, which was the best part of opening the restaurant by far. The ones, I'm proud of a lot of them. These ones I think are particularly cool because these are from Alexis Templeton, who is not from Chicago.
Okay.
She's based in Newfoundland, Canada, but Alexis' specialty is that she works sand into clay and into glaze. So I shipped her a pint of Lake Michigan sand.
Are you kidding
And she
me?
has worked that, so like all what you see there is
okay,
sand that
how
I
cool
harvested
is that?
off North Avenue Beach.
Wow, what made you think about that? You just wanted a
She
connection?
even wrote it here. It's beach sand from Lake Michigan.
that's cool.
We are tasting menu only. Everybody sits at the same time. We do up to 20 guests. It's a very small, intimate room.
And what is the name of this dish you're making?
Oh gosh. I don't
Does it
know.
have a name? Just sheer goodness and deliciousness?
Delicious foie gras apple ham bite, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna cut some chunks of apple here.
Now, because you were talking about being in season, so I may come to this restaurant tonight, apples are in season, I'm gonna get my apples, but if I come next week or in 2 weeks, this may not be on the
This
menu.
might not be here.
How often do you change?
We change every single day based
What?
off what comes in the door.
Is
every
that
single
possible?
day.
Really?
It's the dumbest way to run a restaurant, but to me, it's also the only right way to run a restaurant. So we're gonna drop these just in some butter. Even our butter is local. So, foie gras traditionally is goose liver. In the United States, it's made with duck liver.
Ethically farmed foie gras, and
And-
it's going to be combined with this beautiful apple.
With these apples,
Yeah.
yeah. So these are gonna keep cooking just a little bit. They're almost there. And then we're gonna add some maple sugar. The foie gras itself, we have sliced for you. So I'm gonna warm this in just a second. But before we do, we're gonna spice this. We're gonna spice this. This is salt and a spice called spice berry, but it is the only spice we use at this restaurant because it is the only spice that I can source directly from the Midwest.
So how long does this whole meal take normally? I mean, if you've got a seating for only 20 people, you guys are working pretty fast in there.
We go, so the whole idea is you're gonna have 25 to 30 courses. You're gonna be done in 2.5 hours.
Okay.
We go fast.
Yes,
I
you
think
do.
pace is very important.
So we definitely got a kind of a nice little sweet and savory thing that's coming up here.
So the whole idea is you have fatty, you
Mm-hmm.
have salty, spicy, you have like the sweet, sour apples, you have hot, you have cold, because you're gonna get the frozen apple on top, the hot pancake on the bottom. All right, let's toast some pancakes. These are just like little yeasted pancakes.
I forgot to mention, this is so exciting because, as I said, you've been open for less than a year, and you were nominated as a semifinalist for James Beard Awards Emerging Chef. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Right? You can admit that. That's pretty spectacular.
It's, you know, I've like loved the food and beverage industry since I was a little kid. Like the only thing I wanted to do since I was 7 was be a chef. So like,
Look at this.
I'm a huge nerd.
Yeah.
So it's been very, very exciting. So these are just frozen slices of apple.
Oh, okay.
So you get hot to cold.
Ah, very cool.
That's the bite.
Is that it?
Bon appetit.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. Hot to cold.
One big bite.
What? Oh, eat the whole thing?
One
Okay.
big bite.
Okay. That cold apple adds so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
Temperature and texture play. The apple foie gras bite is by far the least simple thing we do, and it has 4 components. You know, like we really try and keep things clean and simple and minimalist. So this is the scallop. So that's the dish. That's a really simple one.
Yeah, so basically that was just like a raw scallop, and you put this sauce on it.
Exactly. There is a little emulsion on the bottom. Fennel emulsion. We take fennel greens. We make an oil out of them, make essentially a mayonnaise out of that. It's topped with raw scallops. So the sauce is, so when we were punching out the apples earlier, there's a lot of trim, there's a lot of waste, right? We don't want to just throw that away, so we juice that. We thicken it with Irish moss seaweed. It is a seaweed that comes from that same part of Maine. There's a guy in Maine on this island called Isle of Haut, H-A-U-T. He wades into the water, cuts down seaweed, dries it, and sends it to us. And so it all comes from Sue, who we went to visit in September. Like my entire team flew out to Maine to meet with this shellfish provider, because that's what we do. If we like something, we fly out to meet with them. And so it's apples, Irish moss seaweed, nasturtium oil. Nasturtium, again, a weed that most people have in their garden, but tastes sort of like mustard. It's really nice. And that's the whole dish.
Beautiful.
Thank you. If you want to eat it, you're welcome. So, 2 desserts.
Okay, 2 desserts.
2 desserts, because everybody likes dessert.
Okay. So these are the these are the 2.
These are the 2. Well, we have a lot of desserts. I am the son of a dentist, and the way I rebel is by having at least 4 desserts on the menu. We like to have a bunch of desserts on our tasting menu.
So what do we have?
This one has never left the menu. This one changes. We'll start with the chocolate mousse. This is kind of our signature dessert here. So this is chocolate. This is a raw chocolate coming from Sweden.
Then tell me about this one.
On the very bottom here, smoked dried meringue. It's topped with an ice cream that is made from Vinjon, like yellow wine, from the Jura region of France. Salty, crispy meringue on top. And I finish it with a warm caramel. This caramel is made with a stout vinegar that we get from some friends in Pennsylvania. They have run an operation called Keep Well Vinegar. They make amazing homemade vinegars.
Oh, look how pretty that is. Ooh, vinegar, I love that. So it's got like a fun little kick taste to it as well.
And that one, while it's still crispy, you should have fun grabbing that spoon and shattering that meringue.
Shatter this?
Just shatter. Yeah, go to town with it.
Because dessert is always the best part of the meal. Okay, this is really good. You did a great job. I do have a question for you. You're a Chicago guy. Have you ever heard of Shaw's Crab House?
I have heard of
You
Shaw's
have
Crab
heard of
House, yeah.
Shaw's. Of course, who hasn't? Because this is what's exciting. We have gone from one of the hottest, newest restaurants in Chicago, but we're going to go back in time to 40 years ago when Shaw's first opened. It was the first oyster bar in Chicago. You may not know that.
I did not know that.
Yep, and now they're celebrating 40 years. So when we come back, we're taking you back to celebrate with them.